Big-time stakes as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only if you find a way to win. Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on last year's national champion, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Gamecocks will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Parker. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. To the air, it's Raiola. Makes the catch. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Let's talk for just a minute about Nebraska. Breaking into the top 15 is one step closer to the college football playoff. You've made it this far. The dream is within reach. Question becomes, will they take the next step, Jesse?
You got to keep winning. Now when we're talking about this team, you're hearing college football playoff in the same sentence because of where they're ranked in the top 15. So, David, as they move forward, they've got to continue to elevate and ascend with their talent and play on the field.
Yeah, and it's exciting, right? To be mentioned, it's exciting. To hear yourself talked about on shows and to be a team that's getting respect is great. Now, let's keep pushing that pedal to the floor to be the best team we can be.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. Guys, let's chat just for a second about South Carolina. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. He plays so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like he can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. The offense changing the play. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. Good timing on the quick out. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Hunter.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Caught behind the line. It's Johnson. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. If you consider the swing pass an extension of the running game, well, they shut down the run and the swing on that one.
No doubt. Locked him down. Great job seeing it right away. Eyes on the running back, and as soon as they threw it, multiple guys breaking on the football, getting to him, not letting him do any damage after the catch.
This is a team right now playing with tons of confidence because of how much their defense is dominating. Just look what they did the last time they took the field. Doing early in this game. They've got dudes flying around making plays. They are a tough unit.
The Huskers will go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
That's a big-time completion. And guys, I think they caught the defense napping right there. I think everybody on defense thought that they were going to maybe throw to the sticks on that one, but instead, quarterback had some other ideas. He had a matchup he loved one-on-one, vertically down the field. He took advantage of it. This guy made a great catch. Let's keep this drive going.
And the QB going with a little bit of touch, trying to feather that thing up in the air and give his receiver a chance to go up high and try to get over top of the defender. Nice job by the defense, seeing the football, breaking on it, and getting the ball on the ground.
Snagged in the middle. It's Barney. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Dropping back, it's Raiola. Gets it out quickly. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
He wants to throw it again. Going for 6. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Rushes on him. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And it's right down the boulevard. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
We've been talking about this Big 12 showdown all week, guys. Let's show you how things played out. Arizona State answered the bell away from Tempe today with an impressive victory. The Sun Devils knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team. Big 12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Scanning the field, it's Underwood. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Unleashes it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
Fourth down and 13, and the offense is going to give it a shot. Wide receiver going in motion. Making side adjustments here. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Great place to start for this offense. Pulls and fires complete. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. To throw, it's Raiola. Grabbed over the middle, it's Johnson. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Huskers will hustle to the line. They'll try to get it through the air. Going for it all. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska. Well, that score leaves you with a burning question. Who had that dude? Whoever it was wasn't close.
No, and the receiver was able to run right by him and get to the end zone and camp out and put up his tent and build the fire and fill up the coffee pot and just about everything else in time before the guy decided to even get remotely close to him.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take the touchback. He gets a block. He's got it out. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job job by the returners showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
He'll bring it out. It's Parker. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, no question where this quarterback is going to be trying to go with the football in this game, right? He's looking for his big play wideout, and the defense knows it. They had him double covered that time.
Back to throw, it's Raiola. Going to take a shot at this DB. Makes the grab on the right. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Might as well try to punch them while they're reeling. You get one huge play to set it up. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 40. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Wants to pass. Keeps looking downfield. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone.
Great awareness by that defender that time. Seeing the ball thrown, getting his big paw, knocking it down, and now you set up 2nd down.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Grab behind the line. It's Ives. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
And there's so many targets to focus on and so many elite playmakers, and they just lost him. They lost the running back out of the backfield. He catches the football, does the rest, takes it into the end zone. What a nice weapon to have on your team.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's going to bring this one out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Quickly to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Guys, for just a little bit, let's talk about South Carolina. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw on 1st down. The sweet feet buy a little time. He's got it up to 25. There he goes. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12.
And that had to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no rhyme or reason why a receiver should be that wide open, that deep down the field. Defense, they better check themselves.
The Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. To the air on first down. He's got it still on his feet. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw the ball all season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to throw, it's Raiola. That's caught, it's Hunter. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Cornhuskers want to crank the tempo. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Got a man, it's Barney. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Gonna look downfield again. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Huskers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. The short hands, it's Barney. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking to buy time. He'll try to do it himself. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Looking for a man, it's Raiola. He's going to let it go. Touchdown, Husker! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire! And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? They'll move the tight end. Back to pass, it's Underwood. This one's complete. Still running at the 40. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the...
Oh, he's got some space. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Motion from the back. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Lofts one high and deep. Grabs it inside the 15. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
And How about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
And the Gamecocks trying to cash it in on 1st and goal.
Get ready. Set.
Now on the option. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. The Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing that he's going to sit down when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 minutes.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Handoff from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Back to throw, it's Raiola. It's complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense getting a hand in there on 3rd down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds his big tight end. And he picks up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, 2nd half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. You just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the 2nd half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
And the Huskers are flying down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Caught over the middle. It's Barney. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
Well, the defense has had enough of this, right? The quarterback's on a hot streak. The ball's not hitting the ground. And right there, they decide we are jumping one of these routes. We're going to try to get a pick. Almost came away with one there.
Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback extends the play. Fires on the move. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Nice job by the quarterback, evading the rush, getting outside the pocket, and then not turning the football over. It's so hard not to try to force the football down the field. Good job. Incompletion, next play.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Johnson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up. Got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big game.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Wants to throw it. Throws toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
It's 4th and 8 and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down and one that did not pay off. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Makes the grab. Turning it on. He'll work his way down to the 28.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw on first down. Looking for the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on first down. Pulls it in. It's Barney. At the 45 on his way. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking downfield on first down. Looking deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So the final period starts with a second down play. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Pocket breaking down. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest the deepest, widest the widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. He's got it. First down and more. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Looking to throw on first down. A shot toward the end zone. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Stopped at the 12-yard line, and he wanted that pick six. He'll have to settle for 7.